12 months of success, 52 weeks of laughter, 365 days of fun, 8,760 hours of joy, 525,600 minutes of good luck, and 31,536,000 seconds of happiness. Happy New Year, y'all! Okay, what's good, y'all? Welcome to another YouTube video. Okay, I'm starting to be more consistent with these. I want to do these more. A lot of individuals in my life, Joshua, shout out to my friend Kaylin, shout out to just everybody around me. Everybody's been like, hey, outside of the podcast videos, like, we need YouTube videos. So I said, you know, new year, new me, new goals, new mission. So I gotta do this, okay? So Kaylin, I'm listening to you. This is me doing something outside of the podcast. And so, I mean, the new year just started. I kind of want to do a new year resolutions video. But before we hop into all of the goodness, if you're watching this, I need you to stop and press that red button below. Please subscribe, okay, y'all? I appreciate y'all. I'm trying to get this YouTube up and it's down, so I need to get it up. So I would appreciate if you guys subscribe. Also, if you like the video, please press the like button at the bottom. And if you want to leave a comment, if you want to text me and you're like, oh, and I want to tell you how good this video is, say the text. Just show me in the comments. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. But without further ado, gonna hop into it. Okay, so every single year, I really do it every semester, honestly, because I'm a college student, for those who don't know. But every semester, I'm intentional. I write down my goals. So my mom actually just bought me this like Coach little notebook for Christmas, and I just like, every single semester I write down my goals. But most importantly, in the new year, I'm writing down goals. And so really, at the top of this, I was like, okay, what's your intention for this year? And this is literally what came off the top of my head. In 2020, this is the vision for Nia Jones for myself. This is the year of discipline and setting myself apart. All endeavors should be next level. Go be relentless, be consistent, great, and never give up. Prepare yourself for every gift you look to God to bless you with. So I define this year as the year of breakthrough for me. Just a little background. I started the podcast in the summer of 2020. Literally, that was like the, what's it called in geometry where y'all know you had a, is it the point of inflection? Y'all know you got the little line and then they meet and then you going down, but then it go, I think it's the point of, regardless, okay. It's the point of inflection. Point of inflection. It's the inflection point, okay? I said it wrong. It's the inflection point. But 2020 was my inflection point. Like, that was when I was like, hey, I'm gonna go get in the sports industry. I'm gonna go do this. I started You're Wrong, Sir, my baby. Y'all know how much my podcast means to me. And that's really when my life changed. And so we're in 2022, but from the growth I had the summer of 2020 to the summer of 2021, it was immaculate. Like, it was out of this world amazing. And so I kind of proved to myself, like, whoa, if you can take a year of intentionality, of sincere goal settings and really being relentless and reaching out, I saw how just great that could set me apart. And so I want to keep doing it. And so that year, I feel like was the year of building. 2020 and 2021 was the year of building foundation for me, building more connections, getting myself out there. But I defined this year as the year of breakthrough. Shout out to Joshua. He told me, like, bro, this can be the year where you put in the most work. You can make the most reels. I can make the most YouTube videos, content. I can get the most subscribers, but I won't see it pay off, maybe, hopefully, I don't know, until years later. And so I just really want this year to be the year that, like, this is my inflection point. Whether I see the progress later and it compounds later, I want this to be the year where, like, I put discipline and my full self forward and it just paid off. And so this is my year of breakthrough. So I encourage y'all, I'm gonna have a couple challenges. Like, I want this to be a YouTube video where you do work and self-reflection. First thing, I would encourage you guys to get a notebook, but if you're writing this down, write down what you anticipate this year for you to be, and then also write the title of this year. So one of my friends, Kaylin, said this year was the year of, like, next level for her. Going to the next level, stop being mediocre. For me, this is my year of breakthrough. This is where I'm breaking through. What I'm really gonna do is just, I made different categories. So if you're writing your goals, I write down different categories. So I did personal. Next, I have financial goals. And then 3 academic goals. 4, like, my brand building, my social media. And 5, podcasting and journalism, like me wanting to get into this space. How can I get better? How can I be a better podcaster? How can I be a better journalist? All of these things. So I'm going to take one goal from each one of these different categories, and I encourage you to write them down. But I really want to talk about my goals, but I want to talk about the actions that I'm going to take behind them. I'm reading this book right now called Atomic Habits. Really, really good. It's by James Clear. So if you're interested, you need a book suggestion, hit me up. Text me, actually, because your girl's a reader. Like, every morning I'm reading. So if you need a book, list suggestion, I'm going to send you all of the screenshots I have in my phone of every book in my little list in my notes. So just let me know. But he said in his book, like, yeah, you can form habits. So yeah, I can write down my goals. Yeah, I can say I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But nothing kind of moves forward, or nothing is really successful without having a systems and process behind it. So I'm going to say my top one goal from each different category and explain to you guys my actions behind it. So y'all ready? Let's get it. Okay, so for my personal, I would say my number one is my number 4 on the list. So it's consistent morning routine and a nightly routine. And so I was going through this weird period this semester where I was down just because of like denials from different companies for internships and all different type of stuff. And somebody asked me, like, I was just down. And she asked me, like, are you working out? And I'm like, frustrated, like, no, I haven't been. But what does it have to do with me not getting this opportunity? It's just feisty and hostile. And I have noticed that when I have a consistent morning routine, when I pray, when I meditate, when I journal, when I read, when I work out, when I do all of these things before I let like life just hit me and be like, boom, time to go to work. Boom, time to do this. Boom, somebody texts you. Before I even address any of those things, if I have a consistent morning routine where it's just like me time, I am a 10 times better person, but I have a 10 times better day. Like my mental, I've just grounded myself. And so I think that's the one that's really going to be crucial for me, especially with discipline this year. So what does my consistent morning routine look like? How am I going to get this done? Every morning, vow to myself that I am going to work out for at least 30 minutes. I'm going to journal. There's no specific order, but I would prefer to work out first. So work out, journal, read, pray, and meditate. And I put in the bottom, no phone for as long as possible. So being without my phone, like I said, not letting life just punch me without being ready for it. And so that, I think, is my number one personal goal. But do you guys see how I listed out below, like, hey, these are the things that I need to do? So you see it right here. I'm listing out the steps. I'm listing out the things that I need to do, right? Financial goals. This year, to be very full transparent with all of my subscribers, your girl blew through money this semester. Blew through money. And shout out to Rodney. I literally, before the year ended, I went through my bank statements and I wrote down my needs versus my wants. Like, so for every month, every college student, I encourage you to do this. Y'all know dining food, like dining room food, gets old. You don't want that every day. If you're in Champaign, you'll probably eat Moe's, because that's where I stayed at every day. Tacos, McDonald's. It's so many places out here, it's just crazy. And as a college student, it's very easy to start spending your money unconsciously on outside food and not cooking, because I'm not a cook. So I can cook. I could cook. But I just don't be feeling like it. So I have to get out of that. I literally wrote down my needs versus wants for every purchase I had from August to December. Do y'all know how much money I spent on food? It was insane. It was ridiculous. I'm like, bro, I could have saved this much. And I had like 3 subscriptions on my account that I didn't even know was taking money out of my account. So I'm like, okay, I gotta get more financially aware and I have to get better. So the number one thing I think that I'll name 2. 2 things was to eat out less. So just, eating out less, cooking in more, that's something I need to do. Okay, how can I do this more? Apply for a link card. A lot of college students got one. If you're from Illinois, free money to buy free food at a grocery store instead of spending my own money for food and grocery shopping, which is probably a reason why I wasn't grocery shopping as much, because I don't want to spend my own money. Who does? Because it was just going out the bank. Okay, and I wasn't ready for it. So I am going to eat out less by being intentional about it, but apply for a link card so that I have free money to go grocery shopping. Cool. That's my action plan behind it. I'll actually name 2 from this. So 2 was do Uber Eats at least once a week. So I started, I got approved, and y'all, in 2 days, I made like 140. So that was decent for me, and it wasn't like an 8-hour period. So I'm gonna just do that just to bring in more money. Of course, I have different goals, learn how to budget, etc. But little small things like that, that's how I can make sure I have passive income outside of me being a manager for school, to go get my nails done, go get my hair done, prepare. I want to take trips, do different things like that. So that's something too. Okay, academic goals. This is my third category. So I would say my number one is, okay, at least a 3.5 or plus GPA. So this semester I did really good, but I had like a lot of A minuses and not like solid A's or A plus, and that kind of brought my GPA down, which kind of just upset me because it was like, it's an A, but like, you know how school go. So to get this and to achieve this, because I've been doing it every semester, so I just really want to be consistent. Complete all assignments, which I already do, but just put it down to know, like, okay, you need to make sure you don't miss any assignment. No matter if I'm tired, no matter if I went out, no matter if I'm at work, like, school is first. Keep the main thing, literally. 2, do extra credit. I have a terrible time doing extra credit. Like, when I say terrible, I be like, well, you know, my intention is to get a 100 on every assignment. I'm just hope I get an A. Schoolwork takes a lot of time. And then you want me to do extra work on top of that just to have one extra point? And then you be complaining about it and it looks just like one extra point. Then it come down to it and that girl got the A minus at the end of the semester. And then you want to reach out to a professor, but it's like, you know, I didn't even do the extra credit. So I'm hurt. So that was a learning lesson. So I'm going to do extra credit. And study diligently for my exams, like every single one. Even if I feel like, oh, this class is easy, I know the information, I need to study. Like, study, and study days in advance. So that's how I plan to get that GPA. Okay, now, I think this is my 4th category, brand building and social media. So y'all know I'm on Instagram, I'm on, you know, social media, I'm trying to build it up. Okay, wait, hold on. If you do not follow my Instagram, wait, hold on, let me let it focus. Focus. Stop. Okay, y'all see me? That's me right there. Okay, it's not focusing. Whatever. But I'm gonna put the link to my Instagram below in the description. Okay. Since the summer, I was at like 1.8K, 1.7. I swear to God, I was not at 2,000. In like September, I got to 2K. And now I'm at 2.2, shorty. I'm 4 followers away from 2.2, okay? So my social media is growing. So the biggest goal that I had for social media this year was to get my followers to 5K by the end of 2022. Like, that's my goal. And really, I think it just comes from consistency, putting more reels out, being myself, showing holistically who I am. But I think also to coincide with this, how do I get there? I need to post 2 to 3 times weekly on Instagram. I'll need to update my Instagram highlights. I have this like content idea series. Stay tuned. So this, I'm telling y'all, follow my Instagram. Because February, I'm dropping reels every single day for Black History Month. Every day. Hold me to it. Go watch. Period. So, I'm dropping 28 reels. Yeah, because it's 28 days in February. And then save more sounds, like trendy sounds, and start using them and making videos as soon as the trendy sounds come out to get more people on my page, and then show who I am holistically. This is like something I found within myself. Like, it's hard when you're making content and you build a brand where people take you serious in the professionalism realm and like what you're doing. And like a lot of people look at me, oh, she's studious, oh, she's hardworking, and I be on top of her stuff. But I is silly as heck, and I is goofy as heck. And I feel like the only people that really know that are my friends, right? And so it's really hard when you try to get people to take you serious, and at the same time you're trying to be yourself. And so now I'm just trying to find that balance in my content of like professionalism, take me serious, these are the things I do, but your girl loves to have fun and go out and be a party student in college, and just like, I love to do things with my friends, and I probably have, out of all my friends, I probably have some of them most personality, and I feel like a lot of people don't see that unless they really know me. So I'm gonna show them more. And really, that's how I plan to get to 5K. Really by consistency, being myself, being more in tune with sounds, and just being on what's trendy, because trendy is what's happening. And lastly, okay, So I want to become a better podcaster. If you have not subscribed to You're Wrong, Sir, the podcast, you need to go do it, okay? Danielle just drop money. Danielle's my editor. Just drop money all right here while you edited this, because I have the best, and I'm putting money on it. Money dropping. The best sports podcast that there is out here. Better than I Am Athlete. Better than All the Smoke. Love them. Wrong Sir is better, bro. I just need more people to see my content, to see my podcast, and start the work, honestly, the proof is in the pudding. Go listen, it's amazing. And so I just really want to become a better podcaster. I want to give my audience what they want to hear, what they want to see. The most important one on my list is number 5. Go to the NBA All-Star Game. So I applied for the Oscar Pope Lift Every Voice Fellowship, and I don't know if I'll get it. We're going to hopefully say I do, but if not, basically the fellowship for future journalists, and it'll come out next year, who want to do journalism and things like that. It is basically where you can have a fellowship with TNT and NBA on TV. You get to interview somebody during All-Star Weekend, and on top of that, you get to intern with analysts and get on TV. Just really learn from people who are already in the position and in the industry. And so my goal is to be on TV this year. I want to be on TV in some sort. I don't know what it's going to be, but I think really for me, it's the exposure and having new positions to get better. I want to be put in different positions. I don't want to be sitting in the house across Zoom no more interviewing people. I want to be in person. I want to be on TV. I want to be in set. I want to have pressure on me. I want to see, can I live up to that, right? Can I be the journalist that I believe I want to be? So that's what it is. But this is what I'm saying every day. Never let no be the final answer. If I don't get the fellowship, I'm going to be at the NBA All-Star Game either way. And I'm going to use it as a motivational thing, but also because for me, it's just, I need to start putting myself in rooms, conferences, seminars with people that I want to talk to. No matter how much money it costs to get there, you never know who the next connection could be, who the next person sitting next to me be. What's up, girl? Merch, you work for the NBA? Or it could be somebody right here, and I'm like, Merch, you James Harden agent, because I want to have him on the podcast, and then James Harden was on Your Own, sir. Life works like that. I'm starting to notice, so I really just want to put myself in rooms with people I aspire to be. Even if I'm in the nosebleed of the All-Star Game, I was there. Those are my resolutions, y'all. It's really just to, this year's, like I said, focus on discipline, but really just to get better personally, get better academically, get better financially, and really just grow my social media presence, platform, and my podcast. So I hope this was super helpful, and I hope you guys did this. I'll break it down for you. Like I said, personal, academic, social media. If you don't do so, whatever your craft is, whatever it is, I'm a pen and paper type girl, so I like my pen, paper, my books. I write everything down in my notebooks and my books. So I would suggest you guys write it down, really break it down, write your intentions down for this year. And I wish you guys the best of luck. Thank you so much for the support in 2021. It has been a journey. It's been amazing, but I'm really excited for what 2022 is going to bring for me. And I promise you guys, outside of the podcast, I'm going to at least drop one video that has nothing to do with the podcast, but just my life, me being me on a YouTube. So good luck this year. I hope you guys achieve every single goal that you aspire to. And I appreciate y'all for tuning in. All right, we out.